In 3, 2. Hello and welcome to the Y&R. That's Young and the Restless Mini Spotlight. I'm James Lott Jr. And I'm here with the ladies who are all things Y&R with me every Sunday. Starting with the lady with the blue background, Tami Govea.
I was like, who's got the blue background?
I was like, wait, do I?
Oh my God. The woman in the confessional every week.
Apparently there's a lot of sin going on.
Yes. Well,
No
she had a
comment.
celebration this weekend. She was on some motorcycles, which is very sexy and dangerous. And then we have the woman who's glowing. She's like, she has a halo. Glowing. It's Candice Mack.
Hello, my children. Hello.
Oh, cheese and crackers.
I'm not going to drink that Kool-Aid. Are you going to drink it? I'm not going to drink it.
No.
Yes. Folks, we are back. Oh, sorry. It's enough about her. We're back.
Like, just read my shirt. This is how it's gonna go.
They were really nice. Yes, the world needs that. We are back this week. Thanks for taking a little week off. But we have plenty to talk about this week. There's a lot that happened this week. So actually, not a lot of movement, but lots of good conversations, actually. Some fun conversations to me. They were kind of fun. And the return of Amy. Hey, she was back. So we got lots about there. Before we start that, we just did the Beyond the Gates after show. That is out now, audio and video. So check that out. After this is just Bold and the Beautiful. All of us will be back for that. We also about that there too. And GH, Mini Spotlight, taking a week off because we only had 2 episodes this week. And we decided we'll just include them into this week's package. So next Sunday, the 12th, we will have all these episodes. Now, just to let you guys know, the next following weekend, Lotties, we will not be here that weekend because I will be busy uploading videos from what? Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not heard already, after 2 years of being shut out and me screaming on the internet and cussing folks out and calling names and telling my truth, Tami.Govea and I will be at the Emmys.
Yay!
Look out.
And I want to thank, I'm going to bring that up in a second, Kenneth. I want to thank all the industry folks who have just been DMing me and messaging me and just saying, we're so glad you're coming and that I deserve to be there. So me and Tami will do our thing. I got to shop for an outfit. Look out for my hair. I'm going to make it big and curly and bushy. I'm going to stand out at the Pasadena Civic Auditorium. So what do you think, Tami? You ready?
I am beyond.
I can't wait to see Tammy's outfit.
We're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out.
Yeah.
And Candice Mack will be there as a guest inside the ceremony. So here's what's gonna happen, kids. If you don't know this already, what I do every year is that we have a show called the Daytime Emmy Specials. Make sure you are signed into that. Make sure you are following it. Audio and video, the Daytime Emmy Special is what it's called, GLJ Media. And we put all the interviews there. I don't do like for GHE or no, it's all on that specific show, anything Emmy related. So if we're lucky enough, last time we were there, we had a few winners. So we had some interviews we had before and after. We had several, actually. So we're not happening again. But either way, Tami and our interviews will be on that specific show. So remember, it's Daytime Emmy Specials. And then on Tuesday, October 21st, Candice Mack, Jerry Waggett, Walker Ragsdale, and myself, your dream team, will recap the Emmys, the winners. Candice will have stuff because she was there. I'll have stuff because I'm there. So we will give you all the tea. We're going to spill it. Just pour it everywhere. Just spilling tea everywhere. Kettles of it, pots of it. Yes, that's at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific on Tuesday, October 21st. I'll put a flyer out to remind you guys, be there or be square, pegs. Now also, is church announcements. We have a very big birthday this weekend. And I was on the last show, so I didn't spill this tea there. I'm going to spill it here because no one here knows this. So the big birthday, this person turned 80 years old, And he is my cousin, Clifton Davis. That's right, Clifton Davis and I are cousins. Even Candice didn't know that. So we know how.
Or did I? Or did I? Or did I know that?
Listen to her. Maybe you knew it. Who knows? But here's the point. I have a show called Really My Caribbean Great Grandson. It's out every Saturday, which I explore my Caribbean family. So my mother's father side of the family, they're from St. Eustatius in the West Indies. And that's where Clifton's mom is from. His mom, Thelma, and my great-grandfather, John, are first cousins. My Aunt Faith knows him, and everything. They're all pastors. He comes from a long line of pastors. And Clifton's a pastor also. They're all pastors. My Aunt Faith's a pastor. They all have a whole thing. So I have not met him. I'm trying to get him on the show so I can talk to him about our family. That's what I'm trying to do. So folks, tell Clifton, yeah, come on the show. I'm working on it. So yes, so I want to wish him a happy 80th birthday. On that side of the family, they live pretty long on that side of the family. So I would give them some shouts. But if you want to hear more, this Saturday, you'll hear more about my cousin Clifton and that side of the family, the Van Puttons. So there you go, kids. I have
That's so
him
cool.
and Christian Taylor Block's my cousin from my father's
That's
mother's
so
side.
crazy.
I know it's crazy. It's crazy.
At this point, James, I think you're just making this up. I think
I
you're
know.
putting Christian on the side to just confirm this fabrication that you've created, because it's just
Right?
ridiculous. You're 6 degrees of separation, not even 6 degrees. It's unreal.
Remember Tammy
It is.
and Richard Dreyfuss? That's a whole other story too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Remember my lost art.
Yes, but we'll work on that. Watch her show, so like in class, that you can hear about that story. Speaking of Tammy Gobert, and people are in the chat are already talking about it. They love this show, and I'm going to use the same studio coming up. I told you last night, Terry, I sent you a message. I have a guest. I'm going to use that. I'm gonna call them up and use the studio for this session. You have a new voice of the daytime. Please tell them. And she's so nice, you guys. She messaged me like, "You're best." I just love her. Who was your guest this week?
This week, it's Tamara Clatterbuck, who played Alice Johnson on YNR over 25 years ago. And I was so excited to have her on because the storyline she came on for over 25 years ago was about baby Cassie, about Sharon being reunited with the baby that she gave away. And the fact that that story is still spotlight front and center, what front burner story, it fascinates me. And so we had a really, really good conversation, and can't wait for you guys to check it out if you haven't checked it out, audio and video.
Yes, and follow Voice of the Daytime on Instagram. It is there. Also, check out my interview, and thank you for the folks who love it also, with Teo Penglis on Daytime Today. His kind words out there. He was just like, "You're the best. You asked the best questions." It was a pleasure to talk to him. Teo has his voice that just melts you. He has one of the best audio voices. So he has a new series called The Great Escape. And it's so good. But check out our interview, Daytime Today with Teo Penglis, is out now. You know who he is, folks. And he spilled some tea about Days of Our Lives, a little bit of tea. So check that out. We have more stuff coming for you guys. Trust me. If you haven't checked out my interview with Billy Flynn, that's out now too. We got stuff coming up, kids. I mean, we're working it out between me and Tammy, my buddy Doug Hess. We're working out. We're giving you some content, bitches. Giving you some content. That's it. I mentioned GH. Okay, it will be Emmys. Okay, so remember, shows next week, folks, but no shows the following week. It's gonna be a little break because I'm busy with Emmy stuff, so we're not gonna be doing that. And also, I just check out my other videos. I have 60 other shows. We have a cancer thing to go to coming up. We'll do a red carpet there, so who knows when we'll show up on that one. We all kinds of goodies for you. We're working out stuff. The LGBT is working out stuff. So, but I'm excited to use that new studio, Tammy. I'm excited to use it.
I'm excited for you as well. I think
it's for this person. I think it's perfect. And also coming up this week too, I went to the event last night in Hollywood. for my friend Stephen Rains. He had a poetry book release at Book Soup, which is my favorite bookstores on Sunset. And I just put together that video. That'll be out probably tomorrow. You see behind the scenes and see a little bit of Sunset Strip. And it's a wonderful bookstore. If you're in Hollywood, go to it. And it's a great place to eat right down the streets. Right down the streets. Great place to eat. Right next to it. So anyway, so it's a lot of fun. Okay. The Emmys are October. Oh, you already answered. Can't already answer. October 17th. They're in the daytime, folks. So keep that in mind. They're not at night. They're not on. So they're not going to be on CBS or ABC or Paramount Plus or Apple TV. They're not going to be on any of that. So go to the Emmys.tv for information, or the Emmys. Follow them on social media, or follow Candice. She's always sharing.
She'll navigate everything for you.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, live from the Emmys. I'll be on Instagram, on Spaces, on Facebook Live, on YouTube. Just watch it through me.
Yes. Candice just said it's World Teacher Day. I want to give a shout out to Miss McCullough, Miss Stevens, who shaped my world when I was a kid. So hi to you guys. They're not alive anymore. Wherever you guys are, hi, wherever you guys are. There were two good teachers for me. Any good teachers? Anybody do you remember?
Yeah,
Yes.
Mrs. Barbara Wilson. She was my English teacher in high school. She's actually passed away recently.
Oh, wow.
It's the one that, I mean, I was always an avid reader before that, but she was the one that introduced me. We're going to read The Great Gatsby and let's talk about the symbolism. I was like, what? You know, because it's like going to the movies. I went to the movies for entertainment. I didn't look for symbolism and, oh, this means that. And this could put up, you know, and that completely opened that world. So thank you, Mrs. Wilson.
Amanda, anybody?
Yeah, Mrs. Roberts. She created this environment where it was fun to read. Like, instead of making you read what they say, she let you pick out what you want to read. And then I discovered my love of reading because I love to read now. So thank you, Miss Roberts, because she's probably gone too now.
Oh my God. And thank you, Miss Mac, for all your work that you do with your kids.
Yes.
Do you have a teacher that you remember?
I want to cry in a minute. I have so many teachers. Miss Jones, Miss Tina, Miss Money, Miss Hatowski, who taught me it was okay for me to be a dork. All the teachers, past and present, who just allowed me to be me and accept me for me. Yeah, teachers get a lot of flack, and it's about time teachers get that true, I don't want to say worship, but that true acknowledgement that if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. You know? So shout out to all the teachers, and I think personally, we should get more money. So,
I agree. Please.
I agree too.
I agree with that.
Look, I thought about being a teacher, so I went and got a job as a substitute. No. So I respect Candice so much because I did all of them. I did elementary, middle, and high school, and I was like, and no, not gonna be a teacher. Not today.
No thanks. Me neither. Also, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So check your tatas, I always say. Make sure you check. My mother's got a clean bill of health for that. It's 5 years clean. So thank you, Benita. We got the paperwork saying that she had her mammogram. And yeah, it's a little uncomfortable for you ladies. But you know, if you have like of a larger variety. But she had a nice nurse who helped her through it, and we're glad to see that there's nothing in there. So her stage 1 is that's good. But also now it's Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, and I'm saying this to everybody, every man that's watching this, of any race. But if you're a black man watching this, 1 out of 6 black men have prostate cancer and don't even know it. 1 out of 8 men, period, have prostate cancer and don't even know it. So it's a blood test. Go get your blood work. As some of you guys now know, I announced it. I have prostate cancer. So I'm dealing with it right now, but I found out I went in for something totally different and they found it. So please, men, please, prostate, testicular, bladder, all that stuff, that little productive region, check your balls. We say you want to check the tatas, check your balls, you feel lumps or anything, go to the doctor, go to the clinic, go somewhere. Do not be afraid. I am telling everyone because prostate cancer is one of the most treatable cancers, actually. So it's like if you catch it early enough, it's still rough and I guess some stuff that's gonna come up to be really rough, but it's still good to check out. Do not be afraid to go to the doctor or go to the clinic, please, whether it's breast or prostate. You know, they have things that can help you, actually help you. They can actually they have things that can help you. And also, side note, I'm doing the holistic approach and the Western medicine approach. I'm doing both. That's just me. I'm just saying, folks, check out all your options. There are some natural things that can help. And I'm researching stuff all the time. So I was going to tell you, and I'm okay. I'm okay, folks. I'm working it out and I'm calm. And I'm going to figure out what this is. But I want to thank everybody who's been giving me support online. So thank you so much. And we're going to walk through it. We're going to do. But yes, it's not yet Italian. It's not fun, but I'm telling folks, check your breasts, check your balls, check your bladder, check your prostate. To tell you guys, you have to do it. You know, you want to live. You know, we got to do it now. So that's my PSA for today about that stuff because I'm telling everybody, I'm shouting to the rooftops, to the folks in the back of the room, to across the stage, to across the fields. I'm shouting to everybody. It changed my life. Once I heard that diagnosis, my life has changed. And so, and I'm like right now, I'm going through right now. I won't tell you what else is going on, but about health and healthcare. That's another story. We won't do that today. But yes, still get checked.
Can I just say one thing?
Please.
I found with my dad that it's a lot of people have a misconception. They think that to get your prostate checked, it requires the old school exam, if you know what I mean, with the glove and the okay.
Yep.
It's a blood test, guys. My dad didn't want to do it because of that, and I had to explain to him, no, that's old. It's a blood test. Don't be stubborn over you know what I mean? Like my dad was scared because of that. I'm just saying, like, I think some people might think that it's still that way. It's not.
Yeah, it's a PSA number. It gets a number they're looking for, and they can actually test for that. And so I know some of you guys don't give me blood. They can't find my veins, so it's like let's pray first. They're digging in there, trying to find out what's going on and all that stuff. It's not fun, but it's still worth it. Look away. Look this way when they're doing it. Don't look at it. But it's again, don't let anything stop you, like she said, from getting and same with mammograms. I know they're not comfortable. They're not comfortable. I'm sure they're not comfortable. I heard from people they're not comfortable, but you have to do it, folks. Come on, you have to do it.
That's nothing compared to a pap smear.
Yeah.
Is that worse?
Way worse.
It's like going back to the dark ages. Like there's got to be a freaking better way.
Thank you, Tam.
There has to be a better way.
It is ridiculous. Is what it is.
Yeah.
But make sure you schedule your pap smears.
Oh, they're saying in the chat they're awful. Actually, the girls are saying it.
Say don't go. I'm just saying. Doing it. You're prioritizing your health, and women should be making that a priority. No one else is going to make it a priority. Yep. We have to make our health a priority.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Oh no, Samantha goes, they're awful. Actually,
they are.
They are. And
they are.
Medicine
is so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable in general, right? So, like, yeah, it's bad.
The one thing there's that commonality, whether men, women, there's stress involved.
Yes.
You know, it's just there's so much stress. Like, I know I should go. I know I should do it, but And then you go in, you're there, and you're even more stressed out. So when they take your blood pressure, it's like freaking through the roof.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just stressed out.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
fine. My blood pressure may be a little high regularly, but now it's through the roof because I'm stressed out.
Yeah. You're like, I'm just anxious. That's all.
That's it. That's it.
But chat say the same thing.
You know,
Yes,
we should just talk about health
yeah, fuck
instead of
that.
young and bosses.
Let's,
I mean,
let's create a little, your $15, podcast, whatever, about men and women's health, and we'll all come on board and talk about that.
For real.
I know someone came on 2 weeks ago and commented, "There's no Y&R talk." Well, there was Y&R talk. Yes, we're having a long. I know 3 minutes in. It's about health, but this stuff to me is. I mean, you guys are our audience, and there are people who are watching. I don't care what show it is. I will talk about health on the show. I don't care. We'll get to Y&R and the silliness of the show, but just let you guys know there's like some serious stuff going on out there, and that's kind of the point. And so, I'm very calm. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I can't let it out because everybody else is scared for me. But I'm trying to stay calm. But I'm nervous. I don't know what stage it is yet and everything. I'm nervous, but and like Andrea just said, she's living proof. You need to get stuff early. Yes, and I saw your thing. I saw your thing, Andrea. I'll check it the DM later. But I'm just saying, we want to live long to watch our soaps. I'll tie it back together. We want to live long enough to watch our soap operas. That's what we want to do. So, thank you, Samantha. I appreciate you guys talking about this. This is real life, folks. I mean, come on here for these soap operas, and trust me, you guys all watch the soap already. We're gonna talk about it. Don't worry. We're gonna talk about it. So, save your comment about we didn't talk. We're gonna talk about Y&R. Don't worry. But I just want to give a little PSA out there because it's important. I think it's important. And you guys are my lotties. I want to take care of you guys. I want you guys all to live long too, and come back to our shows every Sunday.
Long and prosper.
That's so hard to do.
No, I can't. You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
How pointy are my ears? That's so easy for me to do. I don't know why.
I can't do it anymore.
So, folks, but everybody, again, thank you for your support for me. I know I have your support. So we're gonna walk through it, kids. Right, Crystal? We're gonna walk through it. Okay, now to Y&R. So I'm gonna say a couple things. I have to go take care of something really quick. I'll be back. I want the ladies go, but I want to say this couple things. This week was a talking week, but I didn't mind it so much because of the combinations of talks. And I'm just going to say these couple of couplings, and we'll go from there. Victor and Jack is always entertaining. Throw Billy in there, it works for me. Claire told Kyle, "Go screw yourself. I'm an adult now." Loved it. Amy coming back, I missed her. I'm wondering what they're going to do with her now because her family's gone, basically. But she is close to Nate and them, and I'm very curious what that does. Now, Jess Walton walking through that train door, being on set with the other actors just elevates everything. We know she's basically kind of retired. And she's basically retired. And she lives in like Oregon. She doesn't even live in California. And I'm so glad she took the time and had the energy to come down. And that woman performed. She was like, "Oh, y'all know how to act. I got several Emmys. Let me just come on in and remind you who I is." And her scenes with Kane, her scenes with Billy and Kane, stuff coming up this week. I saw the preview. I'm excited for. But I have to say, it was Jess Walton and Kenneth and Jason Thompson.
They do.
They did their thing, as they say. They did it. So I want to make sure I mention that. Also, I'm liking Lauren is getting pissed. Lauren's like, "No, bitch, you don't understand. I'm trying to extricate my husband out of all this mess. And your husband, Nikki, is dragging him back in. I don't know nothing about birth no baby."
Pissed me off at the same time.
Yeah, me too, Tammy.
Hey, you've been married to Michael for how long? How have you not moved into a resoluted area in your life like Nikki has with Victor?
And don't sit there and judge Nikki. Okay, she worked it out. Sorry.
She really pissed me off. I was surprised.
Me too.
Yeah, but I just want to mention those. They were good talks, and even Audra talking to Nate, Zuleika Silver. They made up for all the dumbness of all these months we were saying about her. Now it's kind of okay. This is good. Now they're making some progress. We saw her really act, and I really believe when she saw Amy, I was like, oh my god, because they had it. Yeah, my neck's going. James, your neck. I know my neck's going.
Yeah,
It was.
they have that mother-daughter thing.
They do. And it was just like, oh my god, it's working. This is all. And she misses Nate. They had something. And she's like, yeah, and her and Sally, oh my god, I did laugh when Lily looked at Sally and Sally to Lily, like, what are you looking at me for, bitch? And Sally, and then Laura and then Lily tried to like talk to her. And I was like, she's like, I'm sorry if you don't like what's going on, but that's my friend. I'm paraphrasing. But I actually enjoyed all that. Nothing moved. There was no movement or nothing. But this talk 2 week was okay for me. So I'm going to now take care of something really quick. I'll be right back. But ladies, you can take it from there.
What do you want to talk about, Tammy?
Conversation do you want to start with? We have Victor and Jack, Audra and Nate, Claire and Kyle, Lauren and Nikki. Where shall we begin?
What do we want to start with, Nate?
Kyle.
Oh,
Kyle?
Or you want to do Nate or you want to do Kyle? Kyle. Yeah, I want to do Kyle.
we can do Kyle.
Let's do Kyle and Claire.
Okay.
Okay. This is what I got to say to Kyle.
I know. Oh my God, Candice, I was thinking the same thing. It's like, it's about dang time. Just take his heart and just crush it. Crush it good.
Yeah.
Crush it, smush it.
Yeah. Just pulverize it, blender it. Yeah, I agree.
The look on his face said it all. Because first and foremost, all right, I will say that I've noticed some changes regarding the storyline and the characters. I don't know what's going on, but I've noticed something happening. I don't know. Kyle, first and foremost, you have this problem. Because you did this with Lola. Y'all remember Lola? Hey, girl. Where you take such a quote unquote innocent flower and you do something to it. And I'm thinking, like, you say you love her, you A, B, C, D, F, G, but is Claire somebody that feeds your ego? Because, for a while, Claire was feeding his ego by saying, oh, he's the best of this and the best of that. Best because, Claire, you didn't live. You didn't live, girl. You were so wound up with Jordan, you didn't get a chance to get drunk. You had your first taste of life with Kyle. I'm sorry. But now you come into your own and you're like, well, Holden is this and Holden is this and Holden is this and he's the great. And the whole time I'm thinking, Kyle, this is your karma. Because y'all, I'm just glad. He's like, and he used Harrison. It's the child. Tammy, Emma, he used the child. Okay?
And that's
you're
that's
desperate.
Men do, who first sign of insecurity, they latch on to what they believe is going to make the woman crumble. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, she
Real
doesn't know her own mind. There's different, I got tools in my box to reel her back in because she clearly doesn't understand what she's doing. That condescending attitude of his, I was screaming at the TV, it's not about you. And then Claire, kudos to the writers, man. Claire verbalized it. It's not about you. And that's a really hard concept for men to understand because they're dealing with ego, they're hurt. Get it. I totally get it. We have egos too.
Yeah.
We take things personally, shout. It's not like we don't understand. But regardless, when you see it being played out, man, it triggers you. Right? Didn't it trigger you, ladies? It's all about and Claire's looking at him. The subtext is, are you for real right now?
Yeah, because
Are
that's
you
all he said
freaking
was
real?
me, me. And I was
I, we,
going, you
me.
never even said Claire. Like, now, he's upset about Holden, which
Yeah.
that's kind of understandable. It's not always a good thing to run straight to someone else. But at the same time, she just wants to go have fun. It's not like she even said, it's not like it's some romantic, escapade, right? Like, we're friends. He's going to show me around. Then when he's like, no, that's never going to happen. No, and I was like, okay, now he's pissing me off. Okay. No, I just said I'm going to LA to hang out with my friends. Okay. I don't know why I need to repeat that. Like, I was like, okay, Kyle, you're just digging the hole deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper.
And I love the conversation with Claire and Nikki and Victoria when they
Yeah.
realized what she did. She broke up with him.
They were like,
And both of them were all and Claire said, you told me, guys. You told me from the beginning things were happening too fast. Blah 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 blah. And you're right. Took me a little while to figure it out, but you're right. And now I'm doing this. And I love how they just kind of bit their tongue when they found out about Holden and her going to LA. Because, like you said, Amanda, maybe not the best idea, but that's not the point. That's
right,
now is her time to figure out that wasn't the best idea.
right,
Or that was
Right.
one of the best ideas I ever,
She's living
Yeah.
her life.
Exactly.
Living
Yeah.
her life the way she wants to instead of somebody telling her or having it all laid out. But I gotta go back. Kyle, you never learned your lesson, have you? You've
Oh,
never
no.
learned your lesson. You did this with Summer, you did this with Lola. But this was also gets me. Kyle, when I tell people this, people always ask, Candice, why do you do this? Kyle is literally 50% of Billy and 50% of early Jack. Think about how early Jack was towards like relationships, and think about how Billy is. Little immature. Kyle, honey, sweetie, I'm going to tell you this right now. You didn't move everybody's earth. You may have moved Claire's earth because it was her first time. But Claire wanted me to tell you she killed some people. I'm still cracking up when she said that. She was like, I killed some people. I've hurt some people. You are not getting it that, like Amanda and everybody's saying, this isn't about you. This is about her. She's living life. She's living life right now. And it may come back to you or it may not come back to you. But stop acting like you're a possessive jerk.
And
Like, you used your child.
I love the fact that Jack is on Claire's side and how that just
Yeah.
totally set Kyle off. Like, I just heard all this from Claire. Don't even tell me that you're on her side. And then of course
Right.
Diane is on Kyle's side and
Of
she
course.
swoops in on Claire. Did I just hear you right? You broke up with my son?
Yeah.
Which is, it's a mama thing. Like, I get it. She doesn't
Yeah.
want to see Kyle hurt.
Diane, go somewhere and sit down.
She's like, but he
No,
loves you.
no.
That's what she was like. He loves you. Like, how dare you?
And one of the first things she said to Claire was, do you realize how much this is going to hurt him? I
Yeah.
thought, he is not Harrison's age.
Yup.
This is not the first time he's been hurt in his life. But I get it. We're moms.
Yeah. You're a mom. Yeah. I get it.
Your kid.
No. I can't buy that. Diane, you feel guilty for not being there for your son while you were faking your death. Okay?
Yeah.
This is not a Jill where Jill, well, damn, Jill doesn't feel sorry for some of her stuff. But regardless, Diane, you're doing too much because yet again, you said about him. It's not all about him. It's about the we, about her. It's about him. It's about us. Diane, you need to go sit somewhere because seriously, I was stress ball and I really, 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 truly, truly was using it to the point where I dented it. I literally dented. Because Diane, you're getting on my last nerves. I understand you are trying to make up for lost time, but your child is not a child. He's a grown man who can do certain things, and he has to take the responsibility of his actions. Okay?
I don't think that's how moms.
Honestly.
I don't think moms are logical when it comes to their sons, though.
I
I think that
understand.
she's gonna defend him no matter what. Like no matter what he does, she's gonna defend him because she's also very much trying to make up for lost time. You're right. That's why she's so over the top about it, I think.
Medora in the chat says, next I wonder if Claire will want Victor's approval, possibly for dating Holden.
Well, we got to remember something about Holden. Okay, everybody, I need y'all to remember, go back in time here. Holden and Kane are working together. Because remember, Kane has a list, gave Holden a list of names. And whose name was on there? Claire. So the question is Holden being friends with Claire on a natural level? Or is he following orders to be friends with Claire? Or is it a mix of both? We have to remember, folks, remember that list. There was
Kyle might be right. Kyle said, I feel like he has other motives. It's something like that. Like he's not who you think he is. You don't know him. Maybe he's right. Maybe he does. I didn't even think about that, Candice. Maybe he does. I forgot that he was working for King.
I did too.
But let Claire live her life.
I didn't miss anything then. We don't know. We're not clear about what his intentions are, right? We don't know from day one he's been working with Victor, or if this is a more recent situation and what that means. Because I love those stories where, and Audra, well, I was hired, it started out one thing, but now I really do care about you. I love those story types of things, but do you like them? Do you like the chemistry between Holden and Claire?
I think it's cute. I do. I think it's cute. I do, but I think he's way too experienced for her. I mean, you know what? Why not? Yeah. Just have a fling. Then she can learn some stuff. But like for a relationship, I don't know about that.
Right.
Do they still have the hots for Audra?
Which they're bringing back. They're making mention of that again. With Audra and Holden and what happened.
Claire's gonna end up killing Audra. Like she keeps getting involved with men that are involved with Audra, and it's not good.
So
I told you that.
I need the dots connected. So we got a lot of people going to LA.
Right.
Right. Yep. We got Claire and Holden. Who else is going to be in LA?
We got Nick and Sharon because of Noah, because Noah's opening a new club.
And we're going to meet the new Noah, right?
We're going to meet the new Noah.
So Nick and
we're going to probably see. Yeah, we're going to probably see Roger Howard's character, Tamara Braun's character there.
Because of why?
Oh, Matt Cohen. They're going to be the new additions to the show. So we got Lucas Adams, Matt Cohen, who's going to be a detective. So something must have happened. Tamara Braun, Roger Howard. Apparently, everybody.
Right? Lucas is the new Noah.
Say it again.
Lucas is the new Noah.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
So all that'll be in LA. Isn't there one other group of people going to LA? Or is that it?
I'm going to LA in a couple of weeks.
I feel like there is, but I can't remember.
Claire and Holden, Nick and Sharon, and that whole thing.
Is Audra going?
No.
I want to say Audra.
I don't think so.
Well, it's basically I'm gonna help
Sally.
you.
Was it Sally?
Was Sally?
If Sally goes to LA, I'm gonna be honest. Then Young and Restless and Bold and Beautiful, I'm gonna be really mad. because this is a perfect opportunity for a little crossover event of Sally going to LA. You know, she can see, you know, Force the Creations like, hey, y'all, like, how you doing, boo? Yes, I was Abbott. Like, I'm with Abbott now. Yes, yes. I miss
Maybe
fashion.
the chat knows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chat,
If we're
if you
missing,
guys know, let us know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so somebody said, so real quick, Latasha, Claire can't date Noah because they will be cousins. Remember, Noah is Nick's child and Claire is Victoria's kid. So they're cousins.
oh right.
This isn't Gone Light. This isn't Gone Light where we could have it that way. But unfortunately, let me see. Holden does have chemistry with every. That's a true statement right there. For some reason, maybe look. You know what? Young Russell's
We'll
going to
find
find a
out.
way to look. Some way, somehow, 10 people are going to be in LA. It's just like Nice. You took everybody pretty much over there into LA, and the rest of the people staying behind in the GC, getting ready for, you know, the wedding of the year. Which, okay, real quick, I need to talk about this. So we did find some casting announcements this week. So for the wedding to remember in November, for Danny and Cricket, you got Patty Weaver coming back as Gina Romalotti. Great, I'm happy with that. So glad to see Patty. Love Patty and Michael Daniel. But then they made the other casting announcement that Trisha Cast is coming back on as Nina for Cricket's wedding, which most of us called. But yeah, you didn't have her come back for Chance's funeral. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Now let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, I
Well,
get
they
it.
didn't have a funeral. Like there wasn't an actual funeral.
They just
Like
make
we
I
didn't get to
know.
see
Don't
any.
remind me. Don't remind me of that.
No, I know. I know. I so wanted to see Nina's reaction. So they gave her so much time when he got shot. Like, okay, well, they
Yeah.
got to give her some juicy stuff when he's dead.
Right. Yeah, I know, right? And when he was missing, yeah.
Speaking
Right.
of
But
dead, speaking of dead, is Nate really done
Yeah.
with Audra?
Oh, I'm so glad. I've been waiting. I've been dying to get
I don't
to this.
know.
Because I am different than you guys. Number one, karma is a bitch.
For that.
Audra stood in that park and watched Kyle get annihilated and his heart destroyed and laughed about it. Ha ha ha. It's just so funny, right? Oh, but then when that happens to her, oh, Sally, I did what you said. I told him how I felt. And she's all, oh, now she wants sympathy. Karma is a bitch. And you know why I'm being tough on her? Because y'all know how much I love Nate. You had Nate. You had the hottest guy, Nate. You had him. Then you just destroyed it for Kyle. Kyle.
For Victor, Amanda. Do you think
Yeah,
she
because she wanted money
has
for
feelings?
a company.
Do you think
She
she
wanted
has
to start
feelings
her
though
own
for
company.
Kyle?
Yes.
You think so?
No.
Yes. I
No.
think that is why every time that Kyle is around her, she cannot contain her emotions.
I think it's
They're in
because
the
she lost.
restaurant and she's screaming and she can't contain it. I think that she was jealous of Claire because she always called her Little Miss Perfect. Oh yeah, you think it's gonna last forever with Little Miss Perfect, huh? And then she's always saying, no one can resist me. No one can resist me. And then the two people resist her. And I'm like, girl,
Well, we
she
have
brings
to
it
get
upon
him.
herself.
We have to just before we continue with the story, we have to give it up to Zulika Silver because
Yes.
her performance this week was something to behold. And I don't know if anyone saw this, but when Zulika or Audra gets emotional and teary-eyed, she looks like she's 12 years old. Like there's this vulnerability in a child. And
Yes.
to me, she looked like Ariana Grande. It was
Yeah.
weird.
I'm
There
glad
were
you said
moments
that, Tammy.
she looks like Aria, just that very childlike, face that Ariana has.
Yes.
And it was so, her performance it was heartbreaking.
It
I
was.
have issues with Audra, but my heart was breaking because I believed she was being real. Nate can't trust it, get it. But this, I believe for the first time, she was being 100% real with him.
Yeah. I felt bad because it's like when like the boy who cries wolf.
Yeah.
She's done this so many times that now Nate is scared. He's like, it was so many lies. You keep saying, only made one mistake. He's like, and he starts listing all of the lies. He said you even talked your way on to that trip just for Kyle. He's like, he started crying, like you could see the hurt. He starts crying and I'm like, oh my God.
Both of them. I was just like, oh my God.
First one was, and they had the background music to add on to me, with the crying. But this is what I like to call character development in the right way. We all knew this girl, like Audra came on with Tucker. We knew that, she was trouble with a capital T. We knew that, but there was a backing. And to know that there was a baby involved with Noah, which I think it was really holding. Writers, if you're watching, I want my Venmo because I said that. You see her being this tough girl, but like you said, behind closed doors, she's a little girl. She didn't have a family, like a family unit. That's why she was like with Nate, the embrace of Amy, even Devon and Little on some level. But that whole, I want to do the right thing. I want to be this person instead of this person. But we all know what happens. When you have to go dark to get what you want, you're going to have to make, again, decisions. Decisions will change you. And the fact is that it's not Kyle, it's Victor. Victor set this girl up. And I'm sorry, like, you did this one time before, Audra, by listening to Victor, and you got screwed. You seduced Kyle while he was with Summer. Look how that worked out. You do it again. Now there's more things at stake. You have a relationship with Nate, which is solid. It's not rooted in anything but trust and love. And for him to give you his heart, and you did this to him, he's been down that path before where there's lies and there's all, well, I mean, then again, he did lie to, get what he wanted to, but still done the point. But then your relationship with Amy. Audra, what did you do?
And I think that Audra, it's not about, I don't think Audra is jealous of Claire because she has
No.
romantic feelings for Kyle. I believe she hates Claire because, and she said this to Nate, she goes, Claire has everything.
Yeah.
She's got this
And
amazing
Victor.
family, to your point, Candice. She's got this amazing family unit. And Audra, she said this, I've had to fight for every single thing in my life by myself. So she sees Claire, everything comes easy to her. I hate you. She sees Kyle. She has issues with Kyle because she's freaking lost twice, to your point, Candice, to Victor. She lost twice. She should have known better.
And
But she does.
one thing,
Mhm.
she could have got Nate back if she just got the point. She missed the whole point. He is more mad because she's so okay with hurting people. Like her standing in the park laughing like that and getting this getting almost high off of their pain. That's it. If she would have told Nate, I'm sorry for hurting people. I'm sorry for using people.
Well,
I'm
she
sorry
did
for
say, I'm not
being
that person anymore, but she didn't apologize. You're right. She didn't actually use those words, but she's trying to convince them I'm not that person anymore.
yeah.
And she's the type of person that I don't think she feels those words, but she can't say those words because again, she's not that person. She's not a Lily who will say, "I'm sorry," because she feels as though if she says those words, it's like she's defeated. She's built different than the other women. You know, she feels again she has to protect herself. Because she's been hurt. And you know, when you've been hurt so many times, that person that you used to be, bye. You ain't gonna see that person no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you're gonna play with the big kids now. It's like, I'm not apologizing for that. If everybody can laugh at me, why can't I laugh at them? But Nate thought that, you know, we were a team. You know, we had an understanding. You and Amy. So you're doing this. So thanks, Victor. Because Victor. I mean, as much as I'm blaming Kyle, I have to blame Victor. And Victor's done this twice, and not only twice, but to two different people, Lily and Audra.
You think people would stop working with Victor, right?
It's the lure of the power.
I mean,
it's the power
it's
and
the power. It's the power and the fact of like, hey, I work with Victor Newman and I like da. Michael, you hearing us? Michael Baldwin?
Yeah, you know, it's proving to him. These people want to prove something to Victor. They want to prove their worth to him. Michael is doing it. Audra has been wanting to do it. And it's kind of, if you're not a Newman, and he said that, did he say that to Jack? I'm not going to explain any of my motives if you're not a Newman. If Newman's not your last name, I'm not explaining anything to you.
Right.
But I'm going to tell you this, even if you're a Newman, you still don't get your answers either. Victoria, Nick, Adam, hi, Abby.
That's so true.
Way, can we find where Abby is? Abby, where are you? Abby? No, Abby. Can't find Abby. But no, I mean, and then, okay, again, Michael.
I can't hear you guys.
You can't hear?
You can't hear?
Okay. All
You're
right.
Good?
All of a sudden, it went out, and I was like, "Oh crap! I can't hear you guys." All right, I'm back.
Okay, good.
Okay. Now, say this about Michael, Lauren, Nikki, real quick. Okay, Nikki. First and foremost, you have no room to talk. Considering all the times for 40 years, you've been through it all with Victor. But you also learned from Victor. You're sharing your wisdom with people. Lauren, you really think that okay. Lauren, yes, Michael loves you. That man will kiss your feet and everything. And Michael, you said you wanted to do away with Victor, but Michael, we've known you for too long to know that you can't do that. You and Victor have this strange relationship. It goes past the bromance. It's past the father figure. It's some kind. I don't know what it is. But Lauren is now pissed. Victor is. You're right, Tammy. I wouldn't work for Victor. If I'm in a relationship, I ain't working with Victor because it might end my relationship. It may end my livelihood. No, you know what?
It might end your life.
Latasha,
you might go to prison.
Latasha in the chat says Lauren might break up with Michael. Do you think that'll happen?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
After all of these years?
Yes. Because you can only take so much. Michael, like Lauren has really been patient. I will say that. But it's like, Michael, you told her you were done. You were done. And this is not something that's small. This seems like it's going to escalate. It's going to be a bigger thing than it already is. Why would you keep going back to the toxic? So pretty much it's my marriage or Victor Newman. Michael, what are you going to pick?
And I
Your
don't
wife?
understand why she can't learn from Nikki.
Thank you.
Nikki's figured out how to walk the fine line. It's not black and white. It's living in the gray area. And she said to Lauren, when Lauren yelled at her, which shocked the bejesus out of me.
Yes, that
Like,
made me laugh.
She's like, oh, girl, you better backpedal.
I was like, no, she
You
didn't.
better backpedal and fast. And
Yeah.
Nikki, came in and gave it to her and said, look, 40 years she's been with this man. All
Yep.
she can do is tell him how she feels. If he's doing something she doesn't like, or she's not comfortable with something, or she disagrees with him, all she can do is tell him how she feels and be okay and realize that that is enough. Because at the end of the day, Victor's Victor, and his whole family understands Victor's going to do Victor. I don't understand why Lauren can't move into that space.
Lauren has done that, though. Lauren has done that. Lauren has accepted Michael for doing certain things, working with Victor Newman. But it gets to a point where Lauren doesn't want to be like Nikki, because keep in mind, Lauren has been there from start with Nikki and Victor. Has seen this woman drunk because of Victor, has seen the different relationships because of Victor and whatnot. And it's easy for somebody like Nikki to say it, because look, there's some times where I'm like, Nikki, you should have left Victor many moons ago.
Totally.
Many moons ago. But I don't want to say this, but it's true. You're comfortable. You found a way to roll with it. You may not accept certain things that Victor does, but you can say it, but he's not going to do. And Lauren feels the opposite. It's like, we've been through a lot together, Michael. We really have. You was the one who said you were done with Victor Newman, not me. You said that. You walked away from him. So to me, it's like, okay, you made us more of a priority, even though our marriage should have been top priority. But you're going ahead and doing this to jeopardize. No. It's either maybe I need to put my foot down and remind you of what you're going to lose if you keep on working with Victor Newman. Because at the end of the day, is Victor Newman going to kiss you? Is he going to make sweet, sweet love to you? No, he's not. And Lauren is like, it's either this or that. So, hey.
I agree with Tammy, though. I didn't like her yelling at Nikki, number one. First of all, don't tell me about my husband. I handle it. Don't tell me how to run my marriage. You know what? You can, if maybe you control your husband. I didn't like obviously what you're trying to do. He wants to work for Victor. You don't want him to. You're trying to control him. That's fine. Nikki don't control her husband. Don't ever come to me and tell me how to handle my husband. Ever. Okay? You can come to me and ask me for advice or for help, but don't you dare come to me and say, how could you sit there? You're just as guilty. Don't tell me about my husband. You know what? I sit here just as not guilty because I don't know what he does. All right? If I don't like something, I'll tell him. But other than that, like, ooh, that made me mad. I was like, I know she ain't.
You know what I couldn't believe was how YNR snuck in that there are destiny verbiage. I was, what the holy hell am I hearing? Victor and Michael, there are destiny. I was like, oh, okay, God.
Like, wrong soap.
God.
I was like, yes.
Okay, here's my rebuttal to Amanda. I love Amanda be riding hard for her men's. I love it every week. She like, no, but see, here's where you and I be fighting, we be duking it out because I'm like, no, bitch, I have a right to be upset. I am tired of this shit, and you are just as guilty as your husband Victor because you co-sign everything he does. So me and Amanda would have to be in a mud bath or Jello or something, fight it out.
And I'd be like, and
And
you know what? Sometimes he hurts people. My bad. Boo-hoo. And I'm not leaving my man.
I love it.
You don't like it? Then leave yours. I don't know what to tell you.
That's the thing. I'd be laughing at the same time because Amanda be telling me that. I'd be like, it's so funny, oh my God. And I'd be like, no, bitch. You're so wrong. So it'd be fun. You make me laugh, man. So that makes me fun. It makes you laugh. I'm like, cause she ride for her mans. But I'm riding for my mans too. And I'm tired of this. I'm tired of little romance.
But she's been with him forever. She's been with him forever.
Well, now
she
she's
knows
tired of
how
it.
he gets.
Now she's tired of it.
why? She's been living with this for
Why
30
all of a
years.
sudden?
Well, for the first half of their time, she was dealing with Sheila's ass. So she was busy doing that for a long time. A little busy.
She's not going to change Michael.
Well,
She's
I
not going to change him.
No, I agree with that too. But I'm just saying, you can't get tired of shit after a while. You go along for a long time.
Well, that means you're lying to yourself then.
Well,
You've been lying to yourself for the past 30 years. If you're all of a sudden tired of it, then you've been lying to yourself. And whose fault is that? It's not Michael's.
No.
Lauren, you've been lying to yourself.
And it's not Nikki's.
And has Michael been not honest with how he feels?
Well, Nikki, no, see. Let me break this down. Here's my thing with all of them. First and foremost, Nikki. Again, you need to get off your high horse because plenty of times in the past, up until recently, you've been asking everybody for help about how to control Victor. 1, 2. With Lauren, again, I'm Team Lauren. I'm sick and tired of this because you're having my husband literally jeopardize everything. Because again, whatever happens, you don't know if somebody might shoot Michael, might cause some damage to me and my company. I am not going to be like you, Nikki, where I'm just yes, I love my husband. Okay, you love your husband so much, then why aren't you listening to somebody who's putting 2 steps into your head? You know Victor Newman is toxic. You've been down that road before. Why are you going to have him cause some more damage to other people who don't deserve it? Michael, you a dodo head too. I'm sorry. I love you, but you made that decision to walk away. You're only doing this because your ego needs to be fed. And also you want to be the yes man for Victor Newman. You keep saying this and that, and that's why Lauren is ticked off. You know what? Team Lauren, walk away. Walk away.
He did not want to walk
Lauren
away. Here's the thing. He didn't want to walk away. She gave him an ultimatum. She made him do it. So he didn't want to. So of course, backsliding. He's backsliding because he never wanted to quit Victor in the first place. She made him do it.
But Amanda, I'm going to ask this question. Does he have his own brain? Does he have his own brain?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
And you just thank you. Because here's my thing. Again, your marriage, Victor Newman. Your marriage, Victor Newman.
Yeah, he don't.
You have been burned by Victor
or Lauren.
Listen, at the end of the day, if you're going to be with a man like Victor Newman, your choice. If you're going to be with a man like Michael, your choice. And you want to stay, you need to figure out how to live with the situation. Okay, Lauren, I don't understand how she hasn't entered that Donnie room and realized Michael's the love of my life, which she has said. Not, I got to figure this out because Michael's not going to change. Michael's not going to change, Victor's not going to change, but I love this man, and I've got to be happy. I've got to figure this out, or I leave. And so if she leaves, I can respect that.
Mm-hmm.
But for her, I, you know, I'm not responsible for what makes me unhappy in someone else. Whether it's a friendship or relationship, I guess if there's coming from that unconditional space. And if I can't, then you walk away, right? But Lauren needs to have a conversation with Victor yet again. Or maybe
Okay.
she needs the both of them in the room. I would love to see Lauren in the room with Victor and Nikki and Michael and just lay down, here's how I'm feeling. And just for Victor to be aware, if you're gonna go down this road with my husband again, guess what? You're gonna have to go through me. Bring Lauren back. Maybe that'll create some great story for her.
I agree.
So
It does need to be.
as the only male of the group,
Okay.
I'm gonna pose this question to you ladies. I have 7 sisters, I have 2 daughters, I have a granddaughter. I have lots of nieces, lots of female cousins. I also have friends who are women. So my question to all you women out there and on my panel, because I really am curious about this. I was always told by women you have a right to change your mind. I was always told by women that you grow and change from when you're 18 and when you're 30 and when you're 50, and priorities and things shift. That's what I was told by women. But I am hearing, unless I'm hearing incorrectly, Lauren can't change her mind at all. Now what I'm hearing.
No, she can change her mind, but she can't control him or
I
change
get that. I'm not
his
talking about that part.
mind.
I'm talking about that
Like,
part. I'm saying
she can
she
change
can't-
her mind and leave.
And leave.
I'm saying,
Exactly.
but what if you want to fight for your marriage? What if you don't want to just leave? You put
Well,
it.
then
You put
you
in
fight
so
for
much
a
time.
marriage.
Right. So she can. So she has a right to be upset and go off on people.
Yep.
Just saying. I'm like saying we don't do that. So I'm just saying this is what I'm told by women that that women change, it's their prerogative to change their minds.
Well,
And
the
that they
thing
go
is,
and change
James, Lauren hasn't changed her mind. She's had this issue with Michael from day one. So she hasn't changed her mind. She has somehow come to the conclusion of believing that Michael had changed his mind and now has changed it yet again. So if you're along for the ride, like, oh, okay, well, here's what my husband has left Victor. Wow, I've been wanting this forever. I'm so happy. And now he's flipped the script again. That would
But
piss me off. I get
here's the
that.
thing. Here's the thing. Amanda brought it up. I think it was Amanda. He didn't want to quit. So where was her intuition? Where was her paying
But he
attention?
told her that. He told her that.
Michael has daddy issues.
He got some kind of issues. Candice
No,
is beyond daddy issues.
I think seriously, I think it's one of those things because his father, played by the wonderful Roscoe Bourne, a great actor. Tom, he was horrible. He has like Deacon has father issues. If you know the history of Deacon Sharp, horrible fathers. So they kind of make decisions that way. So I'm saying he had horrible father issues. Lauren came from a daddy who was a Fedmore, and now he cheated. She's Jill's sister, and whatever, all that shit was going on. Nikki, she comes from all kind of shit. She was a stripper, folks. No. And obviously Victor, we know what he came from. So they're all damaged because it goes back to Jack and Diane, that whole debacle. Nikki fighting to be friends with Jack. And he went, Jack, just think, the other conversation, he tells Victor, I care about your family. He actually does. Because he helped raise Nick and Victoria. He does. But Victor hates that. He doesn't acknowledge any of that. Yet, he has a daughter with Ashley That's Jack's sister. It's like he doesn't acknowledge Jack's side of it. When he mentions Summer, he's like, hello, we have Summer in common. Like, it's a whole bunch of, I just feel like they're all dysfunctional on some level. So there's a bunch of dysfunction happening, but I'm just wondering, because there's so much dysfunction happening, and you get a little older, you're just like, I'm just tired of this merry-go-round. I wonder if that makes you do things where you're like, we're friends.
I actually love that moment. We keep going back to it when Lauren just attacks Mickey, because when you're really friends with someone, there should be that space where that can happen.
Yeah.
And then you acknowledge, you apologize, or you realize,
Yeah,
oh my
and
God, I
get
just,
past it. Yeah.
there should be that safe space for that to happen every once in a while. Someone shouldn't be dumping on you 24/7. If that's happening, that's a whole different story. But their friendship has been for years. Lauren lashed out. Oops. Nikki gave it back to her. She acknowledged, I'm just really upset about this whole thing. And so
I'll share something. Tony and I, about a few months ago, got into a huge fight. And he hung up on me. Tony Moore. And I called him back and said, we do not hang up on each other. You be mad at me all you want. I don't give a fuck. We're going to talk this out. And we talked it out. But he did kind of go off on me, hung the phone on me. And we don't ever do that. We talk almost every day, all the time. And we know each other 10 years. So you're right. So I just feel like, but he was just frustrated. And I wasn't saying what he needed to hear, just whatever it was. And I think that happens. Hello, the other day we had the shit incident on here. And it just happens. It just happens. I mean, I'm with you, Tim. I just feel like her going off may not have been right or whatever, but we're talking a long-term friendship and you're frustrated.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll have Lauren apologize for that one day. Like, I just wonder if that's gonna happen. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just think well, Monique says in the chat, Diane first says, it's hard to watch someone you love destroy their life. You don't want to support their addiction. Monique says, but who is Michael without Victor? I guess that's
a great question.
That's a good question.
It's a great question.
James, you're right. You're right, though. She has the right to be mad and to yell at whoever and say whatever. I just didn't like the judgy part. That's all. Like, how could you, do that? What are you, the moral police? Like, your morals may be different than mine. Maybe I don't have a problem with Victor going after people sometimes. Maybe I don't have a problem with that. If you do, we have different morals, that's fine. Like, that's the only thing I didn't like. But I did like the fight.
like the fight.
It's so real, but I'm saying what I said, because like you said, is that Nikki did that to Sharon. Kind of was like, it's sort of like, okay, you can dish it out, but you can't take it. Again, everybody on this show got problems. Pretty much. It's their destiny.
Well, first we have 63 people watching. Hi, 63 people. Andrea says you can never change the version a man is. If he never wants to be better or consider the other person you are with, if that person doesn't want to discuss your point of view, then leave. Brooklyn Rada says, Lauren is exhausted and I don't blame her.
I'll be honest with you. When Nikki was drinking again this last go around and Jack was her sponsor and Victor was having none of it, I thought, if there's going to be any moment in the history of the show where Nikki should leave Victor, it should be, here's the moment. Because Jack is really the only person, not Victor. Jack is the only person that can save Nikki's life right now. And have it come from an unconditional, I will die for you. Victor was all about him, all about him, all about him. And I was livid that she didn't.
Well, I remember Amanda was like, she was on Victor's side too. She was like, She was very much on it. Remember, you guys were very much on it.
Yeah, and I was on, she needs to leave his butt and be with Jack. And but she hasn't, and she won't. And so she continues to walk that gray area.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
Really comfortable.
We beat that dead horse. What's going on? Is it next? No story. What's next?
well,
I know I hear feedback too.
we've talked
Do
about all
you
the
guys
conversations.
do you
I hear
guys have
feedback.
feedback? Okay.
I think
Okay.
it's Candice.
I thought it was me, so I turned these off, and then everybody went mute, and I was like, "Oh crap!" I thought it was me because we had trouble with these last week.
The
All
only
right.
conversation we haven't talked about is Victor and Jack.
Oh
Oh,
right,
good.
yeah.
Okay.
So we can segue into that horse and
I love. I mean, so folks, you need to get over yourselves. Here's the deal. As long as Peter Bergman and Eric Braeden are on Y&R, they should always be in each other's orbits on that show. That's just how it is, folks. There's some things that should always be. On Life to Live, it was Dorian Lord, Vicky Buchanan should always be each other's orbits. But there's just certain shows I don't know if it's like, hey, hit that too. Oh, they're too this. I don't know. It doesn't matter. They're supposed to be at each other's odds, but yet they have people in common. That's what makes it complex. So I love that. And Victor just does not give two F's. I love Eric's portrayal because he looks at Jack and Billy like, and when Billy came in that way, I did want to fast forward to Billy. Because Victor's like, the grown folks are here talking, like we don't need you, in here. And Billy's like, I'm gonna insert myself. I'm paraphrasing, folks. And he's just like, he goes, you are something else, man. When he says, man, you're something else, man. I just laugh so hard. Victor's just like, I don't care about you. I just don't. He doesn't care about Billy at all. Doesn't see Billy as an equal, nothing. At least with Jack, there's something there with them. I know he goes, with a scotch. There's no, just right to the point then. Yeah, like Jack's like, good point. They have to be always at odds. Yes, see they are a team. They have to be at odds and then also come together. And like I said, they brought up history, how they came together for the old Christian kidnapping. It's like they have people in common, and they're also adversaries. And I love Jack's like, we can hate each other later. It's like, let's come together now, do this. I mean, to me, I'd rather watch this shit than half the shit they have going on that show. I can watch Jack and Victor talk back and forth all day long. It's like, that's kind of that's the point, folks. Like, that's actually pretty good. And these two actors just have amazing decades-long chemistry. It's like, and they can go any direction with them. Any direction. So for me, that's my opening statement. I love it. I think Kane should be scared crapless if they come together.
Well,
I love it first. I love it first when Michael came in. Michael was there, and Jack walked in. He's like, "Oh, friend or foe?" I love that line. And he's like, "I'm trying to find out." And Victor, I love that Victor wouldn't answer. He just sat there, looked at them. And they go, "Well, while we're waiting for that answer, Victor do not care. Victor is gangster. He is just like, I'm going to answer what I want to. I'm going to do it." And he don't like that Jack's like, my plan. Victor don't say your plan. You don't see him saying your plan. No, he's like, And then when you hear about Jill, let me change the plans. I love when he goes, change the plans. I'm like, that's right. Sorry, that's my opening statement, ladies. The floor is yours.
I just love how Victor is in Jack's home.
Yes.
And he sits in that chair and it's like he owns the house.
Yes. Yes.
He owns the house. And when Billy came in, I was so embarrassed.
I know. God, I know.
I was thinking, are you serious? He plops down on the couch. What are we gonna do? I was just, oh, you are the most clueless creature on the face of the planet.
I know.
You know what? Kudos to Jason Thompson, because when he walked in, the shock, like as when he walked in and he looked up, the shock of seeing those two sitting there in that house together, it was such good acting, because the shock on his face, I was like, oh, that was good. That was good. Because he looked so shocked. I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah. He was like, oh, okay. He's like, this can't be.
You know, this is like apocalyptic, right?
Yeah,
he was like
I love
shocked.
that. I love that. All right. Before I let Candice go for a second, Jason Thompson, I know the character, he just bugs all to no hell. He's such an underrated actor. I want to just give a
He
little
is.
props to him. From General Hospital to this, he's such an underrated actor. We don't talk about. I got to interview him a couple years ago. Nice, really nice guy and everything. It's just that he is so good, you guys. You hate Billy for a reason because of his acting. I mean, Jason Thompson is that good. And like Tammy, I was so they made you feel so embarrassed for him. Like I said, these are the grown folks talking. Why are you sitting down on the couch? They don't want you there. Anyway, Candice, please take it away.
Love it. Iconic. That's all.
Can I say one thing? I don't hate Billy. Oh my God, I don't want hate mail. I don't hate Billy. I feel sorry for him a little bit. Like he lost a kid that made him a little nuts. And then his mom, every single thing he said was true. She went to him and said, I need you to take this company and I need you to protect it. And then she sold it without even telling him to somebody he's gonna get made fun of. Like everything he said was true. And so when she's shocked, why won't you be nice to me? Why won't you call me mom? I'm like, are you really shocked? Like I kind of feel sorry for him a little because everyone treats him so crappy. Like, yeah, he does deserve it, but at the same time, he's trying. Like he's not gambling. He's not
Not gambling.
drinking.
He's not
Give the
gambling.
man a break.
He's not gambling. That's right.
Of course he's gambling. He's an addict. Victoria
Thank
said,
you.
there it is. I see it in your eyes. You're addicted. It's come back. There's more than different ways. Like you're not just
You're right.
gambling money and cards. You're gambling with your life. You're gambling with other people's lives because you're obsessed with something. And mom had a right to take that company away. He was destroying it.
Okay.
Billy
I'm
makes
not
me
saying
crazy.
she didn't. I just, the way she went about it by not even telling him. Okay, I would have been upset too. I would have been like, thank you for the heads up, mom. I don't know. Yeah, I know y'all love Jill, so I don't want to badmouth her.
No,
Okay.
yeah, you're bad out there.
I don't think she's the best mom in the world, but again, I don't want hate mail.
I agree with that.
She is not the best mom.
She clearly has a
No,
favorite.
she doesn't.
She clearly has a favorite, and she clearly doesn't try to hide it. So he's throwing a fit. You know what it is? I met Jason Thompson when we met him in person, Candice. He was so charming and
I remember.
tall and handsome. I got to give him a break sometimes.
They're laughing at least he's not gambling comment. They're laughing at that. No, but here's the thing. He lost a daughter, and Jill brought that up, and it's a tough thing, obviously. He is, and Vicky, you are correct. Billy Boy, is a self-sabotaging person. He is.
Yes.
I remember a few weeks ago, when Jack had finally had enough, and I felt so sorry for Jack because Peter Bergman, just whatever, the best on earth. I felt bad for him because he really believed in his brother. He really wants his brother. I mean, he really does want his brother to succeed. He really does. I mean, Jack loves his family so much, his siblings so much. He wants them all, and Kai wants everybody to succeed. And Billy just keeps kicking him in the nuts. And Jack was like, I can't. You're on your own now. I get it. I totally get it.
Billy's insane. Like, I don't know. I think a part of me feels bad for him. I don't know why. Maybe
I feel bad for Sally.
Oh, that's
because
you.
she's trying to save him.
She is.
And Andre said to her, okay, so you're CEO,
Yeah.
he's COO. What makes you think he's going to be good with that going forward? What if he changes his mind? Well, no, we talked about it. Sally is on this saving Billy, and we all know how that's going to end.
Right.
You can't save somebody. You can't save a person. They have to save themselves.
Go ahead, Candice.
No comment.
So do you think Kane was being real with
Yes.
Jill when he said, "I don't know who I am."
Yes.
That was like a for real vulnerable moment, right?
I believe it. I could be wrong, and maybe I'm going to hell, whatever. I believe Kane. I know Candace not like. I believe Kane that he is having a kind of a crisis. He did this thing where he built this empire and thought, I'll get everybody back. I'll get my Lily. I'll have my kids. You'll all respect me. But he sabotaged it also himself. It all went wrong. As I'm talking for podcast listeners, Candace brought her violin as I'm talking. As you guys know that. A little violin. And I think, and so again, so you guys, I'm the only male on this panel, so I totally get it on some level. It's a male thing. It's almost like I want to come back because a lot of men, not saying women don't, but a lot of men are all about appearance and stature and what we look like to people. And if you look like a weak man to people, we don't like that. That stays in our brain. We don't like that. We don't look like it's weak. We're bad. And so he went around the wrong way, but he thought all this would be like this would be. So now he has lost about everything. And now Jill's the one person he can kind of be real with. She is a mother like. So I believe on some level he's everything was truth.
So I'm confused, and I think it's part of the story. No one's really sure if this AI software is for real or if he
Yeah.
is just posturing in order to create all this chaos. So now that he's reneged everything, you know, Phyllis is gone, Michael's gone, like that whole plan has fallen apart, right? Am I correct?
I guess. Yeah. I mean,
That
it's
For
dream
now.
team has been dismantled.
I think he has another plan.
yeah.
Jesus.
I think he has a whole nother plan that he didn't trust certain people.
So you think the AI is still part of the plan? Or that was just all smoke?
Oh
and
yeah.
mirrors?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I think the AI is still a plan. It's still a plan.
Vicky Langer asks, "Do any of us know who we are lately?"
No, I always ask, what have you done for me lately?
Thank you. I was just thinking
I know
Exactly.
you used to do
I
nice
was
stuff for
just
me,
thinking
but what
that.
have you done for me lately?
I'm Rainbow Bright. I'm Rainbow Bright. That's who I am. Rainbow Bright. And
I'm
she
running
is shining
crimson
like
lights
it.
because no one else is.
I'm a
What?
doctor.
Me too.
Actually, I'm a doctor. Actually, I don't know. It's so many plans. I know Samantha, so he had so many plans. No, I think he was real with Jan, and people are saying the scene with Diane says the scene with Kane and Joe is the most real he's been since his return. We finally got insight into his character. I guess also that too. I think he
Yeah, I really love that.
Mm.
I really did.
Ooh.
I don't block.
that hug.
Maybe
I don't buy it.
Maybe if he don't get Lily, okay? His whole goal is to get Lily, right? Maybe if he doesn't get her, then his end plan is to just destroy everything with the software as revenge. Because he wants Lily, right? That's the point. He's going about it in a weird way.
It's weird. It's weird. It's weird.
If you want to
They're
court
destined to be
someone,
together.
it's
I
a
don't see
weird way to
chemistry.
court someone,
I
right?
I don't see the chemistry, so I don't see it between him and Crystal. So I want him with somebody else. I want him with Phyllis.
Oh,
Thank you.
that's interesting.
Two people who want redemption, two people who feel ostracized, outcasted, coming together, and then actually finding real love. That could be interesting.
Oh, I didn't say
I'm
nothing
just
about
saying.
real love.
I'm saying, but why not? You come together and then, and then maybe they were, they know how the kids hated them. They have a lot. They have a lot in common. Sometimes that can work.
I can see Audra and Kane.
I mentioned I was thinking about Audra too.
They bring out the absolute worst in each other. I think Phyllis
Probably.
and Kane might bring out the better sides of them for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, because Phyllis.
What about Sally? What about Sally and Kane?
Interesting. I don't know. Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe. I'm kind of liking the. I'm liking the. I think Audrey would be bad, but they'll be hot. I mean, Audra's hot. Okay, folks, just for a second. We haven't done this in a while.
He's too short for Phyllis. I'm sorry. I was thinking the same thing,
That's so
actually,
funny.
Benny.
They tell
That
me.
don't mean anything.
I mean anything. You're all the same size laying down. Okay. I want to get into this for a second. Juleka was wearing this ivory dress
Mhm.
when she walked at the
Yes.
con. Juleka, you know my friend. I love you. You were hot as fuck. There's a side profile.
Thank you.
It was like, bam, 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 bam. It was just like, she's old school. She's not a skinny girl.
No, she's not.
She has curves. She's Latina. She got curves. They put these guys. I was like, that outfit. I was like, I'll turn straight.
Oh, wow.
I did like man, that would go straight. Oh, it was hot.
I would
I
wear
was
that.
like, I was like, okay, girl. Okay.
There's a reason I've been saying that girl's been my girl crush for about what 4 years now, 3 years now.
She's
I wonder where we can get that outfit, Tammy. Tammy's good at finding outfits from the shows, guys.
Look that up. That's a tough. Like there is no room for forgiveness in an outfit like that. So
that's all right, Tammy. We don't need no forgiveness. They lucky to see it. We don't need no forgiveness.
I'm like, they be dressing her like she's my top. She's like one of my top dressed on that show. Like she is gorgeous. So like, come on our show, please.
Again.
Yeah, because I wasn't there last time. And on that note,
I'm just thinking, is there anything else about Jess Walton we want to talk about? I love the conversation between Jill and Sally.
Oh, that was interesting.
Yeah,
Sally rising to the occasion of CEO. Like I loved the side of her. I felt bad for Audra though, because Audra's like, really, girl? I thought we were working together. True. You know, Audra needs a win. James is always saying, oh, so-and-so needs a win. You know, Phyllis needs a win. Audra needs a win.
She does.
She does.
Yeah, she needs a break.
And working with Billy, that's just not going to happen for anybody.
Don't do it.
But I love the
ending. Don't do it.
The end of the conversation that Jill says to Sally, you know, when you first started dating my son, I don't know what to think about you. She said, but now I see what he saw. You know, because she's in her place of power.
I wouldn't have said that. Jill, what I was said was, I see a little bit of me in you, Sally.
Exactly. That's what she basically said.
Yeah. Because Billy, I'm sorry to the Billy and Sally fans, I don't see it.
Never have.
I don't. Me either. It's silly. Literally silly.
Did they even use Audra? But that's the point. We need to get her into a really good story where they use her effectively. That's the whole point. We need her in a good story. I think
it's coming up.
Right. So
I think it's going to be coming up. Just LA.
Yeah, she's like a classic vixen. We agree with you completely. So hopefully it will change. Hopefully the show's been not the greatest the last like few months. So that's for everybody. But this week was the first time it was kind of like, okay. I'm like, okay, a little tide turning. So you guys talk about Tessa and Sharon?
Oh,
crap.
We need to.
They finally showed Tessa. I know. You guys. I mean, the storyline, so I don't. I guess next week.
Y'all wanted. Okay, here's one good thing. Everyone wanted them on the canvas. Everyone wanted them in the story. So if she goes to investigate, maybe it will bring Mariah and her back into the story because they've been gone so long. Maybe this is the way to pull them back into the story.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hoping.
We're tapped out. It's tapped out. This story started around April, May, June. Took a break in June. July they broke up. September. I'm over it.
Okay, I have to mention, we have a new co-executive producer now. It's a female.
Yes, we do.
Cass, you want to tell people about who it is?
Oh shoot, let me you put me on the spot. Well, I can't remember her name right now, but she was a director under the Bell, William J. Bell. She has been promoted, so now Josh and her are co-EPs.
It's in
Josh
the chat,
is going to be
Candice.
focusing.
Her name's in the chat.
Huh?
No, it's not Joe's.
Oh,
It's not.
shoot. I don't even
Oh,
got
it's
the chat.
not? Oh. Okay.
No. Let me explain that too, because I
Yes.
know a lot of people was like da da da. So yes, Jill Phelps has been over the Young and the Restless production team.
Yes.
She's a supervising producer for the last 8 months. Okay. She's overseeing, along with the production, Josh Griffin and them over certain things. Stay tuned. But they hired somebody else to be Josh's co-CEO.
Okay.
Because CBS and Sony realized that Young and the Restless, I'm gonna be nice. So let me see. Shoot. Well, y'all know it, but anyway, she started, I think she started last week. So Josh is going to be focusing more on the writing of the show. Stay tuned. That's all we got. That's all we got for now. All I gotta say is that the Emmys are coming up, so they might make some other announcements. Maybe. Stay tuned to JLJ Media and all that jazz for more. As Young and the Restless, it's starting to kind of make sense. I'm Candice Mack. Thank you for joining.
I think they are gonna. I think they are gonna put Sharon and Nick together, right? Everyone agrees they're gonna do that.
Well,
no.
Hopefully.
No.
Like 2 years after we told them to, like 2 or 3 years after we told them to.
Right.
I think they are though.
No, I don't. This show ain't gonna do it.
I think they're gonna bond over their son.
Just like they bonded over freaking you know what? I'm sick and tired of that. You know what?
Well, I want his shirt off,
for the
so I don't care. Like, can you just put them together so we can take his shirt off?
No, you're gonna get Joshua
I didn't mean
Morrow's
to say
shirt.
that out loud.
No.
That
You're
just
gonna
came
get
out.
Josh's shirt off. No, you're gonna have his shirt off. Trust me. It ain't gonna be with Sharon. It's gonna be probably with Tamara Braun's character, and I'm calling it right now. Tamara Braun, the Emmy Award winner, my girl and yours. Her and Nick are gonna hook up. Watch it happen. Watch it happen, folks. Come on. I'm putting it out there in the world.
Okay, 97 minutes, 64 people. Having no General Hospital is so funny. We just like this is interesting. We're gonna end the show now. Because we got Bold and Beautiful to talk about still too.
Oh Lord. Dang, I forgot. We just might as well just go into it.
I got things to do. My sister's car just got crashed into. It was parked 2 blocks from my sister Sandra. A guy fell asleep at the wheel and crashed into her car.
Oh.
Yeah, and something just happened out here too. That's why I was looking, because something
a little crazy. So I told my brother, I was like, poor Sandra.
One thing after another, James.
I know.
It's one thing after another today.
I know. It's kind of crazy. But we love you guys. Thanks everybody for 65 people in chat who are talking. Thank you so much. And coming in here. We'll be back next week. We will, God willing. We'll all be
God's
here.
willing.
We'll be here. Talk about what happened in Genoa City. Give us about 10 minutes, about 15 minutes, and then we'll be back on talk about the Bold and the Beautiful. Yes, folks. Again, there's no GH today, but Bold and the Beautiful will be next. Running a little late, but it's a little afternoon for you guys, a little afternoon delight. Talking about our favorite show from Los Angeles. We'll talk to you later. Bye.